we go. We got the Barbecue Guru UltraQ, brand new. I just got it. Really excited to get this thing going. We're gonna unbox it. Show you guys how to put it together. I love this thing for long cooks. You know, anytime I'm gonna cook anything that's gonna be over 4 or 5 hours, it's nice to have a controller just so I can keep track of it without having to sit and babysit my fire. I can go out and do things and get things done besides just watching my barbecue the whole time. I've used their product in the past. I had a CyberQ. I even had the original little Barbecue Guru, the little black box. And everything, it's always worked great, man. I think they make a great product. So I'm really excited to try this new one. Let's open the box up and see what kind of goodies we got in here. Got a little mount of some sort. Here's the Magic Maker, the controller. This little bad boy, if works as advertised, is going to do some really cool stuff. So let's see what else we got. The rest of the mount. Here's the new fan. The new fan is pretty interesting too, compared to the Pit Viper. This new one, it has a damper on it, so you can kind of open and close to control and regulate how much air you want. If you just want a little air to seep in when the fan's on, or if you want it to be full bore. I'm using this on my Weber Summit charcoal grill and my Weber kettle, so I got the Weber adapter. It comes with directions, but yeah, it's really so simple. I don't really need to look at the directions. I'll show you guys how to do it. It comes with tape too if you want to seal it. If you're that OCD about a little smoke seeping out, then you can worry about that. But this is it. It's this simple. There's a screw, a plate, and we've got the fan mount. And all I'm going to do is there's a little press fit hole that I've punched out in my Weber. I'm going to put the plate on, and then on the other side, the outside of the grill, I'm just going to screw this in, and that's it. We're off and running after that. You just put the fan in, and the fan, the way it works, you know, the fan, if your temp starts to run a little low, like let's say you have it set at 250, your temp drops to, 248, 245, the fan will kick on for a second to kind of fuel your fire and get your temp back up to where you want it to be. So that's how it controls temp. It just really controls the oxygen flow to your fire. So we got a power cable, which is cool about the power cable here is that it looks like it's weatherproof, which is super important to me. I live in Seattle, so 9 months out of the year I'm grilling in the rain. So I need something that's going to be able to stand up to that, and the product has in the past, and I'm sure this one will as well. So I'm pretty excited. But yeah, here it is. This is everything that came in the box. So we'll get this thing put together. It's really tough. It's like brain surgery putting this thing together. There's 2 pieces. So I mean, this is really probably just screw this in here. Probably the most difficult part of the whole thing, and it's not difficult. I'm just bullshitting you guys. It's pretty easy. I had the nut backwards. That's the hardest part. I really should be wearing my glasses with these old eyes, but here we go. That's it. Now this is just a press fit, so the controller is just going to press right in. Easy to take on and off. I don't know why I would ever take it off the mount, but if you needed to, it's really easy to pull it off. So we get the power ready, we get the fan plugged in, I'm going to get the probes plugged in, and then before I turn it all on, I'm going to download the app, which I'm excited to check out the app, because the way it used to be was you had to type in this IP address into your browser on your phone, and I gotta watch what I'm. So one of these is for the fan, and one of these is for power. And like I said, don't have my glasses on, so. But yeah, so the app now though is supposed to be really as easy as downloading, and it detects your UltraQ, and then you can really like monitor and control everything from wherever you are. So I'm pretty stoked to check that out. Hopefully it works as easy as they claim. You guys know how apps are and tech stuff is. You know, it doesn't always work as advertised, but these guys have you know put out a good product in the past, so I'm excited to see how easy it is. I hate when I download something and do something new and I gotta call tech support and have them walk me through it. I had issues like that with my Traeger; it wouldn't stay connected to my Wi-Fi. Um, but so here we go. This is the food probe, and then I've got my ambient temp probe, and put them in the wrong place because I don't have my glasses on. So switch these around. So yeah, you can add 3 more food probes on here too. So let's say you have 4 pork butts going at once. You can monitor all 4 of them really easy. So yeah, I'm excited to plug this thing in. Like most guys, I'm a sucker for lights. Let's download the app first. But the beauty of this thing is, so if your temp's too high, the light will be red. If your temp's just right, it's green. If your temp's too cool, it's blue. So let's go to the App Store, type in barbecue. By the time I put in BBQ, it was the first thing that came up was the Barbecue Guru. There we go. Download. Oh, gotta do my face recognition. Whoops. All right, let's see how quick this thing is. It's going pretty fast. We're done. It was that quick. Yeah, sorry, my phone. I know the camera's not picking up the phone. There's so much brightness, but I didn't want to stop and try to record this, through my PC and all that. I don't think it's that important. The app is pretty easy. So now I'm gonna go through. It's saying step 1, plug in your UltraQ. Make sure your Bluetooth's turned on, which I did. So now let's plug this thing in and see what happens. And I can already hear the fan. The fan is already kicked on, so it's working. So let's go through this. So it searched and it found my UltraQ. I selected it. Now it's syncing. Like I said, the fan's already going. I'm gonna unplug it. I don't need it running just for no reason. So it allows you to name it whatever you want. I'm just naming mine Kenny's UltraQ, but that's kind of a cool factor. I guess maybe if you had multiple UltraQs, you'd want to name them each something different. I'm not that fancy. I'm not going to buy multiple. I just need one. Like I said, I just use it for the real long cooks, especially my overnight cooks. I want to get a good night's sleep instead of having to check the fire every hour. So this thing's awesome for that. So now it's updating the firmware. So we'll let that roll for a minute. And it's done. So there we are. Wow, it looks cool. The dashboard looks awesome. Shows me both probes that I've plugged in. Yeah, super cool. So my pit probe. This is where I can adjust the temperature and really just set it to where I want it to be. I could take it down to 225 if I want to do some low and slow ribs or brisket. So yeah, this is ridiculously easy. So there's my food probe, so I can see what temp the food's at. This is so cool. It's way too easy. All right. All right, let's get this thing set up now. Show you how easy this is. So like I said, I'm using my Weber Summit. It's kind of their version of a Kamado or a Big Green Egg. Similar to a Kettle too. But look, this is where there was a press fit hole. I just punched it out with my finger. It's in all the Kettles and all the Summits. And I'm just going to screw that little tiny plate in, and I'm going to angle it to where the air is going to blow down because I want the air to kind of come up under my fire. And there's a screw sticking on the other side, and I'm just going to screw the fan mount on, and it's just going to be hand tight. Hand tight works great. You don't need a screwdriver, you don't need any tools, and it's really super cool how easy they made this thing to use. So get that screwed in. Now let me take my new Pit Viper fan and mount it right in here. Let's rock and roll. Got a little stuck there. Get this in. It's a tight fit. Boom. That's it. Set up. I'll just get this all plugged in and we're ready to start. Plug it into my controller. Alright. So I got my fire set up. I'm going to burn it left to right because the right side is where the fan is. So I want it to kind of pull from the left over to the right side. So I'm going pretty low today. I'm doing some Wagyu beef shorties. Hopefully they're going to be awesome. Let me mount this to my, I mount it to the screw for my thermo on the grill. So we already got some good smoke going. I got my heat deflector in. Got about 10 briquettes started. That's going to pull across. Threw some cherry wood in there as well. Put this thing up. There we go. All right. Close that down and let this thing come to temp. I'm going to set it at 240 first just to see. Oh yeah, and we need to make sure you close your bottom vent because all the airflow from the bottom needs to come from the fan. And then I'm going to control the heat with my top vents. I start out with them about 75% closed. I'm going to set this to 240 and let it come up to temp and see how well she holds before I throw the meat on there. But when I actually start cooking, I'll probably bring it up to 250. That's the temp I like to do my short ribs at. So let's see how long it takes. Fans blowing, smoke's coming out, temps rising. You can hear the fan cooking. Little smoke coming out by the auto light assist, no big deal. All right, we're at 240. That took about 20 minutes to get there. So, not long at all. Super awesome. And it's holding steady at 240. So, I'm going to go get my shorties and get them on the grill. Cranked it up to 250. Like I said, I like to do my short ribs at 250. And there we go. Simple as that. And here we are about 6.5 hours later. It looks like beefy, meaty, juicy goodness. Look at that. Oh, I cannot wait to dig in. Yeah. So this thing held temps awesome for about 6.5 hours. And I still have probably half my charcoal unburnt in there. So it turned out great. I'm really excited about this. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you get a chance, get a hold of an UltraQ. They work fantastic. If you like the video, please subscribe, please like, and remember, keep it meaty.